afternoon, everyone. We are from Group 3, and today we are going to deliver you a presentation regarding to plastic code, and we use communication and leadership as a tool to solve the problem. And there are three parts of our presentation. There are case identification, theories, and practical suggestion. First, I will give you Wang Qiao to talk about the case identification.
Okay, good afternoon, teacher. I'm Wang Qiao. And so that we found from practical the first one is production work time is 24 hours a day, so non-stop and holiday at all. Worker need to work 12 hours a day, example from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. or 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. It was very tired, and the work day is 4 days on and 4 days off. And secondly, the retirements of the workers are low skill. It means if you want to work here, you don't need to have a high education. The job is repetitive, and because of the workers don't want to think more and give more opinions, and the company will only take action if something happens. There is less involvement. There is less involvement given to workers' opinions and feedbacks. Seems like not important and less noticed. So we can conclude that plastic code tends to the production-oriented rather than employee-oriented. And why is that so? Lack of communication may be the one of the reasons. To continue this communication part, I will let Anna to explain.
Okay, thank you, Young. Now I will explain a little bit about communication theory. Communication is important because everything starts with communication. According to Longer, in 1991, in working, it is not just about a profit, but is important is how to they communicate it. In communication, there is something called framing. Framing is how to transmit your idea to others or to transfer the purpose of a company to the employees. Usually, the one who do framing is the leader. So the leader first need to understand. Why is framing important? Because framing can influence someone's mindset, affect their activity in work towards the better result. If the leader successfully frames the employee will know the value of their job. Next, I will pass to Fang Yuxin.
Thank you, Diana. Hello, everyone. The difference between the employer who understands the value of their job and notice the employer then understand will work more harder than ones who don't. Why? Because the leader successfully motivated the employee and about how important the job is. Example. If you work in an eco-friendly company and then sell insurance, you and the salesman, your boss want you to sell 400 insurance amounts and the target, and the boss explained to you how selling insurance will save the world. You are the person who loves the earth. Then you will think that the goal of the company is the same as yours, and you got motivated and you will start to work as hard as you can, even surpass the target. If you cannot understand the goal of your job, maybe you just care the salary, you might feeling that the target is must. If not, you are going to lose a job. then you will work hard until you reach the target. After reaching the target, you will stop. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Fan Yuxing. So I will explain to you our brief suggestion before we go into detailed tools. So by framing, there are two ways of framing. There are value amplification and there are belief amplification. Value amplification is to use your principle, your value to influence other. That one, we will give you one example later in suggestion tools. So in belief amplification, it means to use your belief or your idea to influence others, and there are four of them: mission importance, need for a mission, antagonist of the mission, and efficacy of the mission. We will take one example like mission importance. Mission important is to tell your employee how critical, how important the job is. Example, you can tell them like, oh, if there is an error, emergency happen into production, the income of the company will be affected. Like if the income of the company affected, then your salary will also get affected. Then your future of your position will be in danger. Then that one, so that employee will feel like, oh yeah, I'm afraid, so I will work more harder. And another example, antagonist of the mission. Usually, people always say how worth they are to be followed, but it's different in antagonist of the mission. It usually say that the other competitor is worse than you. Example, you say to your company like, why you have to work for us? Because the other company, they against the human right, they do slavery and they give low salary, so they use all the dirty tricks to work for you. So yeah, there's two. The rest is need for a mission and efficacy for a mission. Next. Okay, so now there is another suggestion from rhetoric and delivery. We'll give you Yuhan.
Okay, good afternoon, teachers. Next is how to transfer your idea to your employee by communicating. You can use metaphors or some kind of symbols and analogy, or even a story, anything that everyone can relate to. For example, you can use a story of the past experience, such as 2 years ago. And we never see any employer get fired because they express their opinion. There are even 5 to 6 employees get promoted 6 months ago because of their ability to think creative and hard work. Get promoted is possible to everyone. Whenever you talk to them, don't forget to control your body language. Body language is important. It shows you how willing are you to talk to them. Example, if someone talk to you and you keep looking at your phone, that person will think that you are insincere and faking. Instead, you should make the eye contact with them and listen to them carefully. Being a charismatic person sure is the best, but sometimes being too much charisma will be trouble because it means you can talk very well, so that the employee totally believe that you know everything and become too much depending on you. In that way, they will refuse to talk their opinion. This is what we call diminishes employee voice, because when employee is totally depending on you, they may think you know everything, but in fact this is not true. Your employee might know more than you. In the end, it will affect the quality of decisions you make. The next part I will pass to Wang Qiyao.
Thank you, Yuhan. So to solve this problem, we have 3 important things to do: the domino, speech, and action. The first one, domino. It means that you have to adopt listening pose such as eye contact, body language that shows you are listening. The second one, speech. Whenever they are give you their opinions, and always use probing questions. Example: do you think we can complete this plan in 3 months? Or what makes you so sure this plan will work? The last one is action. When you listen to them, you need to wait in silence. Don't suddenly cut their word, and you need to think about what they say too. If you want to oppose their word, you need to consider carefully.
Wang Xiao. So now we've come to the point where we talk about the suggestion tools in more detail. First, I will give you Lucy to talk about mobile phone application.
Okay, we suggest to use the mobile phone application to encourage as a tool to encourage the employee to share their opinions. They can use the fake idea because sometimes not all people are there enough to speak up what they think, and the application also can use be announce problem happened. For example, when the production machine has some error, the employee can upload the program on the application, and then everyone can see it. Such as I think the machine has mechanic check. It seems like something wrong, and besides that, the application also can be used the announcement, the boss for the boss announcement. The boss is here means the manager and HR and the supervisor and any more. And the announcement should be such as the best employee of the year, job promotion challenge, and the emergency announcement.
Okay, so we know that from suggestion number 1 that Lucy said before, there's a flaw about that application. Is that not all employees have the same phone that can install the same application. So you can either use policies like it is compulsory for all employees to install this application, or you can think another way, such as polling system. You can conduct this polling once in every 6 months. It is up to you. So if they think that, like example, like if they think that I'm not satisfied with the salary, or I will put Coca-Cola in, if I think that the company treats me very bad, I will give Pepsi. If I think that I don't like the working environment, so hot, no aircon, I give what? Sprite, best Sprite. And if I think that I don't like the working hour, I have to work like 12 hours a day, I give you 100 plus. If I think the task is very difficult, I have to move things from here to there, that I will give you 7 up. So here you can see which one has the larger amount, and you'll conclude yourself like, oh, if you got Coca-Cola, it's the most amount of bottle you got, your salary must have been problem. So this is just one example. It's not just bottle, you can also use another things like colorful balls or colorful paper or anything. Next is business vacation, Lucy.
Okay. To increase the communication and the relationship between the employee and the boss, we can hold some business vacation once a year. In the year of the 12 months, we can choose 12 employees together with the boss to the overseas. For example, we can bring them to the Thailand resort and make some games. They can play together and they can communication and understand each other very easy.
Yeah, so why 12? In 1 year we have 12 months. It means every month we pick one employee as the best employee of the month. There's the employee who outreached the target given. Yeah, so it's also based on company financial state. If the company income is high, you can go more splendid places, more farther, maybe like Europe. It's based on financial state of the company. Lastly, annual charity. I told you before that I will explain a longer about value. Like we all know that there are kinds of employees that only come, work and get salary. They have no another purpose rather than salary. Salary is number. I work for here because of salary, and they don't think, even don't care about the purpose, the value, the real mission of the company. Like Fang Yuxin said before, if you work in eco-friendly company that sells insurance, the mission is to save the earth. Like if you are the one who love the earth and you have to save the earth, you will work more harder, even surpass the target. If you're not, you will just stop. After you reach the target, then you stop. So in annual charity, you can serve anything you like elder people, elder people or orphanage or natural disaster victim, up to you. Example, if you want to, I give you example for serving the senior elder people. And maybe you can go there and you can make your employee to contribute to make events like singing and dancing, entertain them, and you give them free plastic reusable plastic bottle or reusable plastic cups. Or the purpose of this annual charity is to make sure that your employee knows what they are working for. Like it's more than just a salary. You know, like they know that, to make sure that they know that the money they earn, the company earn, is not just there to be spent, but also can helping people. So they will feel like they are indirectly helping people and feel like, oh, I feel blessed to work in the company that make a good deeds or something. Okay, that's all for me. Next is our